Starts. There we go. Hey, yo, what up, folks? Welcome to the Munafa Podcast, conversations that add value. Today we're there with a new episode. But today we can talk about, we'll touch a little bit on the entertainment industry. But before I move any further, I would like to introduce my guest, Petty T, right?
Yeah, bro, Pedicci.
There we go. Petty T, one of the best lyricists at the United States when it comes to metaphors, comes to spitting bars, when it comes to wordplays. I'm saying unique delivery style. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let him do further introduction for himself. What thing they do, not personally, not private life, but music wise, entertainment wise, and your social handles them.
Yeah, bro, thank you very much for having me on this platform. And I just want to say, me people Leonardo, as we can say in our salon. My name is Pedicci. People can ask me, what's the name? I say, my real name. Pedicci is just a shortened form of my name, Petit Touré. So, my full name,
Do you know that?
government name, yeah, you know what I mean? But my full name is Ibrahim Alpha John Petit Touré, so I just play on the last two. So Petit Touré, Petit, but at the same time, Petit is Petit, and so I also play a little bit on that. As far as music, I've been doing music forever, as I know, because I'm from Brookfields, and if anybody within our salon know
Oh
about
shit.
Brookfields, yeah, Brookfields is like the entertainment torp. If you want to play sports, you want to do music, this is where you have to go to. So coming up in Brookfields in the 90s, like there's no escaping. You just have to play soccer or football or do music, because as you know, stadium was the place where all artists did go for go perform. But outside of stadium self, we used to have a place called Joe's Bend Complex. This is where originally, when you're talking about hip hop in Sierra Leone, literally started because this is where they used to have like talent competitions. And so as a youngin, probably like 7, 8, just coming up, I was just deeply interested. Where this you big one to go. um, partake in them things there or go witness them things there. I just wanted to get involved. So that is how my connection with the Sierra Leonean music industry started. And I will say I see a lot of we legendary artists them then coming up on, whether not Cow, where he was called Snoop Cow at the time, whether not Yoke Seven,
I've
you
heard that
know.
story.
Yeah, I actually witnessed these guys doing talent shows, Willie J's and them, because that's the way the music in Sierra Leone started until Jimmy B came, later on and kind of modernize them. So yeah, so I've been
Legend.
around, but in terms of professional recording, I started probably like 2007. I was part of a group called Heavyweight. Shout out to my nigga Kano, Jasper, Fox, these guys. Nashito Kulala was part of it. He was a producer at the time. And we were all like college students in FBC. We were just interested in making music or making a brand of music that we like. Because at the time, there was this, we too called Bimbishke, the women just the ramp. We just take over the whole
Hmm.
nation, and we
Yeah,
felt
yeah,
like
yeah,
if we wanted to go international, there has to be standard to it,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know. So I was part of that group, and after that, shortly after that, I traveled, obviously, overseas. And
Hmm.
when I get here, I link up with my cousin in China, Versatile J. Shout out to Versatile J. And we form what we call 232. Now, this is iconic because at the time when we formed 232, nobody knew what 232 was. People and
Oh
even
shit.
Salon in the area code and it. So
Hmm.
we are the ones that actually kind of made that popular. The very
Okay.
first people and for use those numbers them in that order and make it a brand of Sierra Leone. You know,
Hmm.
so we link up and we started up, dropping music and making music. A lot of things the way we first do it because at the time, streaming was very new. A lot of musicians, I mean, they put music in MySpace and things like that. We were the first ones that actually started taking music off MySpace and put it on social media like Facebook, for
Hmm.
interact with fans. Then this was not done in 2007, 8. I can guarantee you, you know. That is, and I owe all this to Versatile. Honestly, my cousin, because he was in China. So China, they're always there ahead in terms of technology.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
he
Yeah.
was always one step back. Even in terms of beats, we used to get beats off the. We are the first people who begin get beats them off the internet. They used to have a website called Shadowville, and we used to go there. Download beats and we salon. And even the recording process. Remember, I said back in these days, if you are record with person when another at the same location, it's almost impossible. People have to be in the same studio,
Mm-hmm.
but
Right.
like we were all dispersed across the universe, I would say, or
The
the
universe
world,
continent.
because Versatile was in China. I'm in America. Another person was somewhere in Europe, So we were the first one. We begin record. We too call alpha recording power. You know what I mean? That they record is send the files to that person. The other person they record is send out. So that's how we made music, and that used to fascinate people a lot. They're like, "Yo, you guys are all different. You know what I mean? Continents and stuff. Like, how do you guys come together and make this music?" So we were
Mm-hmm.
ahead a little bit in terms of that, writing music on what's the platform name again? Skype. We used to
Oh,
like
Sky. Yeah. Sky was dope. Sky
code
was
on
dope.
Skype, yeah. So I
Yeah.
mean, so we did a lot of groundbreaking things at the time. Where, to be honest, a lot of Sierra Leoneans didn't catch up to at the time. But later on, like couple of years down, by the time when they get to 2011, 2012, people started catching up on it and took
Mm-hmm.
off from there. Even the name 232, before No Now, they had a club in Sierra Leone called Club 232 or whatever that was. A lot of people started using the 232 name, and what I mean, we were not credited. Guys, give us our credits. But now we start at the talk and now at the same interview. You know what I mean?
Hey, that the
Yeah.
Munafa Podcast. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. So, but fast forward, obviously, I met with a couple of my friends, and, TBJ and them. We did a little bit of
Yeah,
that.
shout out CBJ. Shout out the whole
Yeah.
TTO,
The
man.
old TTO icon who I still work with. So we work together very closely. And that phase passed, and obviously right now I'm in my more what would I say, like, just this is
Solo.
I'm in my more petty phase, you know what I mean? As
Okay,
a solo
okay. I like
act.
that.
But at the same time I want to shout out my partner Icon. Me and Icon got the Icons and Legends thing going on. Last year we
And
dropped the
that's dope.
Icons and Legends EP.
I think I saw that last year. Yeah,
Yes,
that was dope.
it was well received. People loved it, and yeah, and that's just my journey thus far.
I'm gonna just say this. Maybe this is not the right platform to say, but Icon don't grow. Like Icon
Yeah,
don't grow like it's crazy. Like they
yeah,
master in craft every single day.
every single time,
You know what I'm
right?
saying? So which is it's incredible. And I mean
Yeah,
like
that's a factor.
yeah, he's creating his own style and like he's perfecting it. But yeah, shout out TTO, shout out EJ, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So this is a crazy bio. I'm gonna just say this. I didn't know this much until they can spit them out to now today. And I
Yeah,
feel like you're not the right person for start this conversation with everything that you've just said.
obvious.
Um, because definitely from 2007 to now, that's way before I even started thinking about like writing or bro, that's way before. That's probably close to a decade before
Yeah,
me even starts forgetting some music. And I'm
yeah.
saying, and you're right. We mentioned Brookfields. I grew up in Brookfields. I'm going to say Brookfields intrigued me a little bit. I'm saying
Mm,
Brookfields, it's soccer or entertainment. Either somebody they dance, or somebody they do music, or somebody they play soccer. It's
yeah.
those three things, bro. Um, but let's get to it, bro. First off, thank you so much for honoring me invitation for Canada's podcast. And I mean,
Yeah.
um, again, for viewers, them, this is not the Munafa podcast conversation that add value. Any conversation or any episode where we get now this podcast they are so for try for educate people and for make people and learn something out of something. And I'm saying, um, so today, like I had, like I prior on stage, we can't talk about the entertainment industry. We can't
Mm,
talk about things that we probably people and kind of refrain from talking about, not to get controversial or anything, right? So we're gonna start off. Waiting you feel say out of you let me say a decade plus experience in the industry, waiting you feel say na the contributing factor where they stall with the talk kind of in general. what is
Yeah.
called the growth of the entertainment industry from like elevating from the status that it is or it was. The 2007 when we say, let's talk about the legends, the Cows, the LAJs, the Flood Stadium, then back to back.
Yeah.
From that to staying stagnant up to this point when we say nothing has changed. It's the same thing. Which do you feel say don't contribute towards that storm?
Well, first of all, let's just peel back the layers a little bit
Mm-hmm.
because in my personal life, I work in finance. So
Mm-hmm.
anything I look at it from a financial point of view.
Let's
An
talk numbers,
economic,
bro.
yeah, an economic point of view for the most
Mm-hmm.
part.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe we have what we call an industry, music industry in Sierra Leone. Because when you look at the word industry, it involves the exchange of goods and services between people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so patient with me here because the problem with the experience now, salon, not a just salon problem, it's an African problem. And not of
Mm-hmm.
us not by fault. It's a cultural setup as a people,
Mm-hmm.
and this goes beyond just music. Um, when you think of music in Africa, we historically never consider music a commodity. We never
Mm-hmm.
consider music something where you for sell, another person for buy. Think of that.
When do you think? When do you
Oh,
think a commercial?
we have never used this. Think of it as a commodity. Yes, you know what I mean. Something
Mm-hmm.
we somebody they sell, another person they buy. Like
Mm-hmm.
when you will say, like Pamine or whatever local food
Right.
thing. You know what I mean. We never consider me because we see music as spiritual. African people.
Okay. Yeah.
Music
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
spiritual. Music is
Culturally,
cultural.
traditionally,
It's
yes.
traditional. It's a way
Mm-hmm.
for of us for expressing ourselves. We
Mm-hmm.
look at the calling against porns days them like way before slavery and all that. The early development of music and waiting. Like chieftaincy. How did they use the drums then for send message? Say, hey, when I can achieve. Remember the Nigerian movies they always use for
Right.
portman.
Yeah.
Chief they call all man for reporting about because those are the early developments of what we know as African music today. So I'm saying that to say people in Africa still are stuck in that mindset. You know, Coming up, I'm telling you for a fact, niggas don't buy music.
Mm-hmm.
We don't. We want free downloads. We want free CDs.
Mm-hmm.
Everything about music we want and free for the most part. The only thing now where people can go pay for music now if the artist make show and pay go inside. And this is not just a Salon problem. Like I say, it's an African problem because Afrobeats as a whole, in as much as it's big, now one of the things in that way they also stalk us in a way. And it's a problem Nigeria is experiencing. I think not only South Africa caught up from that a little bit because they already have a system that is very westernized way before, during the apartheid period, way before
Yeah.
black
Yeah. Yeah.
take over
Right.
again, you know what I mean, in 1996. So, and I've been following it, from Leon Cohen, the head of YouTube, going to Nigeria probably like 5, 6 years back, try for set up shop. Spotify executives, them going to Nigeria, try to set up shop. They all had to move out of Nigeria. This is fact. In fact, even recently, Netflix had to move out of Nigeria. They stopped all
Yeah.
production.
I heard that. I heard the Netflix one. Yeah.
Yeah, and that is because they just know me to get the returns. How many people are again in Africa where they stream being music into them platform, then they will go and pay $10 a month or $12 a month, forget their
Mm-hmm.
service system there. So commercially, we are not there. And with the and so when you take them back to salon context and waiting on stall, honestly now because people are not see the commercial value in music. That's the the simple answer. You look at some of the legends and let's face it, you say let's be controversial. How much of the legends are you? Weezy, the Siabe you look like and be like, I want to be like this guy when I grow up. It's a honest question. Because
Honestly speaking, none. I'm gonna be honest. because
Exactly.
I haven't seen the not to cut you off. I haven't seen the achievements beyond Sierra Leone.
Exactly. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because and you can mirror that with soccer or football a little bit, because I was, coming up, obviously, like I said, I feel to the play ball, and me host me there just next to the national stadium. Actually, me host the share fence with national stadium. Like, just
Mhm.
so it was very easy for me for going to that stadium. You know what I mean? I know all the boys, the workers and everything. And I remember there was a time in Sierra Leone when if you want play ball, you people they say, oh, that enough for street football there. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
you know go play out. You want go play with them
Hmm.
street football there. From some few come on our street homes them. Our families were like that. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
majority of people actually in our salon, just look at football like that street game.
Idleness.
Yes, idleness. It take Mohamed Kalon, just one person, for gain success, like at the very top, for me parents and begin change their mind about that sports day. Because me, I remember now they tell you they begin see money man picking it. Even talking about YSC side, them money man picking and quote unquote can go play. They never had a soccer field until Mohamed Kaloy and Koulibaly be like, yo, we have to have a soccer field here. They had all type of sports, table tennis, lawn tennis, whatever, basketball, but they never had a soccer
Wow.
field. You know what I mean? So yeah, but Mohamed Kaloy was the proof where people in need say these stairs so we can put we picking in some and sponsor them, and they can become greater than even us or achieve more than we will achieve working 9 to 5 or office jobs or minister jobs or whatever be the case.
Right.
Because you're thinking about 2005, 6, he was at the top of the salon food chain, Calon, at this time, at the peak. There is nobody where you call a salon at that time, the terms of money or achievement, where you need to put Mohamed Calon next to a name. So I'm saying that to say music, we not get Mohamed Kal on it. We not get that one post we don't break
Mm.
that economic barrier it and
Okay.
status where people and we able to look at being and be like, yo, you know what, there is something here, let we invest in them. Let we invest in with picking them, say, okay, if me picking say I want to be a musician, it's okay for what I mean, support her in that direction. And that is what
So
that they basically don't stall with. So there is no economic incentive for the most part. We're just stuck. Just doing it out of love for the most part. All man getting different reasons then, but some not love, some not just
mhm.
cheap popularity. Some I want, so that they go get baby them bats here and there. So man, in fact, me, I said the one that we in salon where they do music, majority they do music for car America. Then the one away in America, they do music in America. Majority do one for me, then go back salon, then go up with popularity. It's the truth, bro.
Yeah.
Because if you look at it, bro, man away the salon where they sing, the women in reach America, I mean, only few of them like Drizzy and famous, but the majority of them, the
Hey,
moment
shout
they
out
reach,
Drizzly. Shout out
yeah,
Drizzly,
shout
bro.
out to
Shout out
them.
Drizzly.
The moment they reach America, bruh, man, music done, they fair walk, you know what I mean? They need to go back against they're stuck. The man and I also back, the moment they begin getting small popularity by the music, now for go salon men and go bluff, you know what I mean? Make like, that's just what we're stuck in, bro. And that's the problem.
So wait till you don't talk. It makes a lot of sense.
Mhm.
Um, for me, I feel like there's a little bit of a contributing factor when BC will not get control over, which is internet.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like say not to like create excuses or whatnot, right? I feel like
Hmm.
say because there was a system in Saloon based off what I've heard and I've seen some interviews that we be say system being a salary in be say Sado Simon they go by tip. That was an organization. I'm not sure how effective that organization was,
Yeah.
but that was one. Usaman they go by tip. There is I think cassette sale association or
Because I
something,
still like, yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
would they list the products them, so
Yeah.
there was a system in place where in be safe for don't kind of um provide that foundation for make way the internet age come and streaming age come, people therefore will just hop on that.
Yeah.
I mean, and with the streaming parts in Africa, I feel like so the major contributing factor there is now the lack of internet access where people and be get. Because truth be told, right, between me and you,
Mhm.
now 20 between 2011 and up, now I will talk for Sierra Leone specifically. Now these Sierra Leoneans then become aware and conscious of the internet.
Yeah,
Between maybe 11, 12, 13, from 14, take them up now day internet on everybody wants to be on Facebook. Man,
yeah,
they begin kind of on Facebook. Maybe 17, 18. Now they man they begin get Instagram. Maybe 19, 20, man they begin actually getting Snapchat. From Sierra Leone, I'm talking right now.
yeah,
I mean, so I feel like say that they kind of stall the streaming stage a little bit
yeah,
for way 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 prevent, you know, way prevents we from actually um give me a second, bro.
yeah,
Yeah, where I feel like say prevents we from actually taking advantage of that training, where that training can come up on them. So,
yeah,
but moving past, you're 100% correct. Because I remember I said to stuff, even if you got you they listen to music, like you go buy then paper them. You know, like back then they used to do the lyrics paper then with people that they buy for
yeah,
land the lyrics and stuff.
yeah,
Parents they get annoyed at you, like they punish you, they like consequences and they on their thing and they for even doing stuff that is entertainment related. So I
yeah.
feel like
But
Sedani
if
contributes back. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to say, just for Buttress on which you say, you're absolutely right. You know, what I mean, in terms of the internet aspect of it. Um, and I happen for know that individual we use for Ronda and the chairman Jibo. Of course, Nabu
Mhm.
Fieldsman also. If you remember the
Okay,
days
there
that
we
both
go. Hey, shout
CBS,
out to Bufil's Planet. Shout out to
yeah,
Bufil's Planet.
you know
Oh
what I mean.
shit.
So CBS cassette sellers, these are almost the same organization, the same people. But even before we get to the streaming, there was already a breakdown. Remember, say then
Yes,
CDs them
absolutely.
where you man them in they sell people them in the bootleg them heavy.
The Bonham.
And
Yeah.
at that time, then I then go back. There was partition the parliament for me then put this
Paris, yeah.
piracy law or
Anti-Paris
whatever
Act. Yeah.
that
Mhm.
they've been fighting for. But yeah, the business may don't break down even before streaming kicking. There is this gap between well, I go say like 2008 to maybe like
I agree
2012.
with you.
There was
Yes.
not much, going in terms of CDs. And obviously, like you said, we will not get the technology or the streaming resources for get, there is not what we can do. As a country, we are left behind. Hey, and the rest of Africa. And you're right, because if you look at the all of Africa self, then say the highest number of streaming is coming from East Africa, right? Because they get more optic fiber technology.
They
You know what I
have
mean? So
satellites them.
yeah,
Yep.
so technically a guy that like Diamond, they make more streaming views in YouTube and other places than Davido for just
That's why
like
he's able to compete with the
even
Nigerians.
competition. Yeah, you know what I mean?
That
So
is
you're right, you're
yep.
absolutely right. Yeah.
Um so okay, so the let's get to it now, right? How you feel say because me also this topic there also we can touch base on a
Yeah.
personal topic there. I
Of
don't get
course.
me a personal
Experiences.
negative experiences. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? How you feel say promoters them they contribute towards or how they for how the what's effects we promoters them get on the industry and grow one both negatively and positively.
Ah, bro. Um,
No, that don't feel like every topic. You
yeah. Yeah, bro. I mean, in terms of obviously we're in the social media age, so
Mhm.
promoters are very important. I don't even know if we call them promoters, but influencers for the most part. They are very
Mhm.
important, you know what I mean? Um the problem is Salon Bokuman and calling themselves promoters, but what are they promoting or what are they influencing? We you know what I mean? You see man get
Mhm.
like just couple of followers, then they can hit you up, say, and give me $50. They share your music, and that's where it stops. Just share the music no more.
Mm-hmm.
You want 210 for the month, and they keep it moving. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but again, it goes back to economy. People are finding ways for me to make money. You know what I mean? So these boys are hopping on the internet and they figure out, say, desperate artists they oversee. If you notice, now we're waiting at the diaspora more than King Targets. They
Yeah,
ain't
of
target
course,
them company in a salon. Oh.
of course, of
You know what I
course.
mean? They're looking for
Mm-hmm.
desperate artists within a diaspora. We want to make them or whatever. You know what I mean? And target and say, hey, if you give me $50, I will share your thing. You know. So for me, I understand it, but just no say, when you not do the work or you not get the stature for push that artist in products, you the cost that artist they because me and you two I know say it takes a lot for make music, especially for us
Mm-hmm.
overseas. It's
Mm-hmm.
expensive, from
Very.
recording yourself, from putting it on DSPs and things like that. If you want to shoot video, it's a whole lot. So
Mm-hmm.
I reach back to DJs and I sell when they want money. Promoters they want money. You know what I mean? But at the same time, for me, my own experience with promoters there, I've never seen the worth of what I'm offering. We don't try. We
Yeah.
teach you. We used to get the whole promoters there under we ban and we would pay on monthly basis. But
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen anything move, honestly. So as far as me concerned with sound, the only few people that were able move the needle. And the number cool. I will highlight one possible way, technically not possible like that for the calling self promoter, but you know calling you say you know to promoter, but you take like Vicky Remo. She's a
Oh yeah, shout out to Vicky Ramon.
yeah,
Oh, bro,
yo,
she is
bro.
doing a fabulous job with Dre's League, bro.
Yeah,
Hey, people know the see. People don't. You see, me and you, we can see it.
bro, she's
Not
a
everybody
disruptor,
sees it.
bro. She's
Shout
a
out to Vicky
disruptor.
Ramon. Shout out to
She's a
Vicky Ramon.
force. You know what I mean? Like, now, Vicky, there's not everything that she does I'm okay with. But I,
Mm-hmm.
I understand why they do what they do. You understand? And yeah, but
Not to
imagine if
cut
you
you off,
get Vicky
Vicky,
in
I would
kind.
say she's a PR specialist.
Yeah.
I would say rather than a promoter, she's a public relations specialist.
No,
She's
actually, make her say so because we don't limit promoter to uneducated people. But she's a
yes, yes,
honestly,
yep,
she's a promoter at the end of the day. Now because of the term sound degrading because of the people and way they call themselves that. Now I make
facts.
and Vicky is very smart, so I make it distinguish himself from the immediately from the
Mm-hmm.
onset we begin deal with music people. It was like, yo, I'm not this thing. I mean that is a very strategic move from her. To be honest. Yeah, but you therefore realize, look at Vicky. She went to school for journalism and all, you know what I mean? So there's levels to it. But the point I'm trying to
Mm-hmm.
imagine if we get post like that in like in 10 or in 20 self. But I don't go mind for pay Vicky say, yo, I get me products. I need you to push
Mm-hmm.
them for me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because I know say she knows what she's doing
Mm-hmm.
and I know say if I get I mean it go reach the right people basically. So so yeah, that's where I'm at with salon promoters and things like that. By the
So
way,
so
your
let
screen don't go black. I don't know if that has
my screen
anything.
go black.
Okay, yeah, it's back on. I got you.
We're good. Okay. So for make I put me into sense on that, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to sound disrespectful, but again, I am very unapologetic about what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
Majority of promoters, though they say that promoters in a salon, they are not promoters.
Yeah.
Now somebody will just take a picture, post them up, and talk things there. Please share, please like.
Yeah.
They don't know nothing about digital marketing,
Yeah.
not an ounce of it. Like me, not okay. Let me get personal. Me, I studied digital marketing at university where I gave me a degree. One of me minors in our digital marketing. So I
Yeah.
know exactly what's in for them. And I'm saying, and I didn't know even prior to that, I be always got an understanding of how I feel like say things are supposed to be said,
Yeah.
where they should be said, when they should be said. I took my time and I do research them. I take me time, I observe Western artists them, like the hip hop
Mhm.
artists them. People don't understand say there is an art to promoting.
Absolutely. There's an
There's
art
an
to
art.
driving traffic to your post or anything where they do.
Yes, there's an art to it. You like there's
Yeah.
a certain time that you post certain content then. There are certain audience that when we say you need for targets at a certain day, at a certain like it's anyway, never mind. Let's move past that. But
Yeah.
we believe say for make the industry, surrounding industry move forward, just like you said, we need the Vicky remote them minimum. Matter of fact, we don't even need past two. We need them. Yeah. Truth be told, then like we don't get quote unquote the entertainment, you know, ambassador office, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I
I,
laugh because
I,
I just get arguments about that there anyway. But move on.
right now we don't get entertainment ambassador office, right?
Yeah.
We need a 2, 3 Vicky removes them at that office day
Yeah.
where they educate people them on how to move the P system
Facts.
because we don't see them. I don't see them several times saying if people are student they watch the Grizzly, how the Grizzly they move,
Yeah.
Sierra Leone industry is going to move.
Yeah.
And the Grizzly can move all men and watch whether they bend the move.
Yeah.
Since where I begin see the name Vicky, not to discredit Drizzy. Since where I begin see the name Vicky and the name Drizzy,
It's been
branding
up.
become branding become different.
Become obvious, right?
It
Yeah.
become obvious. Branding become different. Um, dressing style become different. Music deliveries, like content production becomes different.
Yeah.
And I'm saying promotion style becomes different.
Yeah.
Everything changed. And I'm saying so people are for like we need a 3 or 2 Vicky inside the entertainment industry. We go able to teach people them on how for promote, waiting for promote, when for promoter. Because this oh Sam, send give me a song for make I take and post on the internet, take a picture, put them a part of it. That's not promotion.
Facts.
All the way till they get first of all, prior to maybe 4 or 5 years ago, salon artists them then become so interested in likes and comments
Uh-huh.
over streams, over views, over subscriptions.
Yeah.
Man, if you say we get 500 get likes, you get 200 comments, you don't famous, you don't blow up.
Yeah.
Man, like man, they play catch up games. Them things when we say, expect it's this the sad part of that all is now man and way then a status the within as levels the way in be say if then we just change the mindset, therefore don't because they don't get the platform,
Yeah.
therefore don't able therefore they able drive a change. First, before I move forward, shout out to LAJ, shout out to King Boss LAJ because credits, who's credit due, credit who's credit deserved, it needs to be given. He brought a lot of changes to the industry
Yeah.
and bring come a lot of changes inside that industry there. If in being almost saying back then, there's so many controversial things that would go on in personal life, he
Yeah.
would have been the one way for don't say things that was said for them.
Yeah. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, promoters them they affect the industry a whole lot and in a negative way. That I will just put it that way. And we can do a
Yeah.
lot better if
Yeah.
we just scratch. Like just like we say, man, just to get phone and internet, they say that promoters them.
Yeah.
And then they go school for
Yeah.
digital marketing or they don't understand how for you know um um do what you may call it, Google campaigns them. None of that. Man, they even know how for do well now at the system now. I'm seeing at the system, man, they don't know how to do that Facebook promotion, the social media promotion. Because I see a lot of people and stuff in the shop and I'm feed. Maybe say,
As
I'm
ads
not
and
following
stuff.
this. Huh?
As ads.
Right. I'm like, I'm not following this person. I don't like this person stuff, but the shop and I'm feed. That
Yeah.
is good. So man, they don't begin to. But again, these are things that people and all learn five,
Way
6 years
back.
ago,
Yeah.
way back. People that don't become aware of way back. But anyway, moving past that,
Yeah.
engineers. I'm gonna start off with my own problem when we get with engineers in a salon, right?
Yeah.
I feel like say and So this might be uh a subjective statement, right?
Yeah.
I feel like say engineers then now the number one contributing factor to the stalling with the industry they experience.
Mm.
Why make I say that? There is not an engineer from Salon where I don't work with it,
Mm.
where I not deal with a crazy level of unprofessionalism.
Yeah.
Not one,
Yeah.
not one where I don't work with it. And people don't understand, say, inspiration, they get killed by somebody else in unprofessional
Yeah. Facts.
contribution or act towards that person or whatever that person is kind for create.
Mm.
I don't get several instances that where MB say, um, you they do projects, right?
Yeah.
You don't record the projects, whatnot, send out to the engineer, takes 2, 3 months.
Yeah.
First of all, the engineer not even respond first of all in the first place to the only project.
Yeah.
And then good ads that for pay me the full money. But again, what would they do with people in a salon? You wanna kind of work with the type of culture that is there. Because you know, say in the Western world, first of all, I'm not paying 100% for for a service so you're not providing it fully.
Yeah.
And if I pay you 100%, I'm expecting you for render that service the 100% at a timely manner where me and you agreed upon. Salon, you go send the money, send the project, it's up at 3 months,
Yeah.
maybe plus. They send out to you back, and clearly you can tell, say, this person you just take auto tunes, then plug them in and send out to you.
Yeah.
Why did you take 3 months?
Yeah.
For make you just send give me for the viewers on a pardon me, for make you just send give me rubbish, what they call good rubbish services them.
Yeah.
And me feel say that the nine don't kill a lot of good talents them. That's alone. We also started the mix and master, big artists and song them, nasty song, rubbish song, but they take the
Mhm.
time and work on that song them.
Yes. Yeah, that's
You
true.
know what I mean? They
Yeah.
take the time and work on that song. So why you know we take you time and work on I think that is selective
There's a selective.
workmanship what they get.
Yeah.
You know,
Fact.
this person also not a big artist, so I go just look for I work for. You don't understand, say
Yeah.
that small artist they now you get the potential where you work for and find the project's good. But if the project's not good, first of all, you should not even collect the money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So me feel like the engineers are the number one contributing factors then towards the industry growing as alone.
Yeah.
What you think? What's your take?
No, I partly agree with you, to be honest, because uh, first of all, we don't have a lot of sound engineers in the salon. A lot of people, which we get are beat makers there. People that really make beats, you know, what I mean, we ended up calling themselves producers because as we don't
I'm
learn now, we
learning
don't
that
say,
recently. I did learn that did the hard way
yeah,
recently.
as we don't know now, there's a difference between beat
Mm-hmm.
makers, producers, and engineers, right? So, and sound engineers. If to become a sound engineer, you need to go to school for that. You know, overseeing
Facts.
also people that go to school for that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and understand sounds, and as we know now, it's very intricate. You know, you get for train your ears for me able to listen something and
Yes.
say, oh, there's something wrong here, or this note for singers, this note is bent a little bit, or hits this certain note or stuff. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? That is sound engineering for the most part. And even more so with technology now is understanding when to apply certain aspects of production to a sound for get the best out of that sound. So we don't have a lot of that in Sierra Leone, unfortunately. You know. But me on my own side, to be honest, I've been lucky. If I tell you when I started recording here, in America, when we in the do 232, the engineer that I used to work with, shout out to Mike Spitz, his name is Mike Spitz, Equalizer Studio. He used to be the engineer for Recross.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Chester, you know what I mean? So whenever we cross the New York, this is the door they will go to for Get a Record.
Hmm.
And he used to live there in New Rochelle. You know, I used to live in New Rochelle too. So I was literally just looking for a studio to record, and I come across a studio, and
Hmm.
it was expensive, but that's the only studio within the confines of me comfort at the time. And I was like,
Hmm.
okay, you know, let me go there and record. And I meet this guy, and I establish a friendship with him. So now I make even way back. If you go back and listen to those 232 songs, you can hear the quality of the recording. You know, it stand the test of time. He knew what he was doing. He know how for also produce me. Tell me, say, yeah, that technique
Hmm.
not way you do so. Your voice kind of low and or your voice crack a little bit. Do it again or make answer and that, which is also producing. By the way, that is what producing is. You know, what I mean, producing is not just making the beats, but also the sound aspect of it. Making sure the artist deliver the way it's supposed to deliver for match the tempo of the song of
Yeah.
itself. So I'm saying that to say, for me, when it comes to engineering, I take it very seriously, you know,
Hmm.
and for the most part, I've been working. I don't get bad experiences with Sierra Leoneans, engineers or producers, them where you send them your songs, they mix. Um, but and because of them bad experiences, then I make me personally, as I talk to you right now, I'm learning myself, self-taught, trying to learn how to mix and master my own songs and mix myself. You know, one
Hmm.
of my latest songs that I have out there, Happy Birthday, which I dropped on my birthday, October 20. You can go on Spotify, you can hear it. I mix and master that thing myself. You know, cause
What's my Spotify handle?
yeah, Peti Peti lower score T. You know,
Okay.
so you know, like I the experiences that I get, you know, were so bad that I was like, you know, I need to learn this thing. Because if one
Yeah.
can also, I believe so, you know, you man are Philly, 2MP. I used to work with 2MP, but 2MP don't become so expensive. I'm like, yo, 2MP.
Yeah. I work to know. Yeah.
Yo, 2MP now they charge you like 3 block or almost 350
No
for
way. I don't
I'm
work with
like,
them for years. I used to work. Yeah. That's crazy. 200 now. That's crazy.
yeah, I used to work with 2MP too. You know what I mean? Boy, he's become untouchable almost right now. You know what I mean? You spend like 350 just for mix and master a song no more. You know, way be to say you need to get that money they back self you need.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so, you know, I had to go in there and learn. So that is an issue. You're right in that sense there. You know, but again, all of them problem they are what they talk about. So it goes back to economics. You know, this is why we have a government. The whole point of having a government is creating a platform for many people and succeed. But when within our country, we say the government not care for creating platform there, so when in business they are so we're able to succeed. Then these are the things that we're dealing with. Unfortunately, you cannot any industry in us alone you need to be able to talk about the problems of that industry there without not shedding light on the overarching issue, which is governance. Because these are all governance issue by an extent, you know. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
political science. If you know when they talk about the inter and intra issues within a society, not only with the experience. So yes, this
Yeah.
is it feel like this is just a music thing, but it's actually a governance thing. Because when you look at it, they're just not creating that platform for me. People are even able to go and go study
Functional
sound
systems and
engineering, something like that. They made it help improve the sound. How many university? I doubt if there's a university. I might be wrong. You know, you guys can correct me, but I don't even think in universities in Sierra Leone they even offer that, like sound engineering. Maybe you need for go some sales privately for go study.
I'm not sure.
You know, yes, but we
I'm
need
not
a look
sure.
how much. If Ministry of Education gets sense, look how many musicians in Salon they produce on a daily. When I was sitting, there, you say, you know, what, let we open this course, make people and go study this year so proper. At least
Hmm.
may help them musician there and help with sound grow as a country. You know what I mean? And
And
that
that will contribute to tourism and contribute to the economy
obviously
and all that.
and the economy and all that. But you know, man, they didn't think that far. Now how they ate the money then for the government waiting for dudes, and that's all they're thinking about.
Metal.
For real, bro.
All right. So fans,
Yeah.
which
Who-
thing you feel say now the contribution with fans then they make?
Your fans are very important, obviously. Without fans, you know what I mean, there's nowhere we can go. But then also, because I'm a hip hop artist for the most part, I get beef with hip hop fans in a salon. And then, after the you want to click competitive music. I feel like we have the wackest fans in the world when it comes by hip hop.
I agree. I agree.
Bro, you listen to
I'm
some
with you on
fans
that
that,
one.
yeah, I don't know
I know
if
what say whack. I will say uneducated fans then when it comes to that genre. Then
yeah, yeah, yeah. But
I don't
I use
even
the word
know.
whack because I'm talking strictly hip hop now. But you
Yeah,
guys, I mean, that's just they're ignorant for the most part.
yeah.
They don't know
Hmm.
any better. But at the same time, I mean, I say they whack. You know what I mean? Whack, yeah, this is how it goes. Whack fans produce whack artists produce whack music produce whack industry. And when you get a whack industry, everything else just whack. And all just, yeah. You know what I mean? But yeah, but I just wish and hope because we all encounter hip hop in a different way. And I want, zone this in terms of just hip hop. I don't even want to talk about the whole music, you know what I mean? When it comes to
Hmm.
like Afrobeat, yeah, we get fans that really support it, do everything, but I just want to zone in on hip hop fans in particular, in a salon where I can listen to them and text them and who that they can call legends and this and that. I'm just taken aback. I'm like, whoa, you know. But at the end of the day, you need your fans. Me personally, I've been blessed to have few fans, which I must very few fans that are very supporting of my music and the things I got going on. And I don't mind that way, because
Hmm.
honestly, the way music is going on right now in this century, not to by popularity, like a number of fans that we get. I can always make this argument. I can always tell my friends, like, even if you have 10 fans, if then 10 fans are negative for support they go far. Because
Hmm.
see, even let's say if you drop you mixtape and you say I dey sell this mixtape here so for $100. If you have 10
Hmm.
fans buy that, now $1,000 you don't make so. Now if you say now they make sure for them 10 fans there, so you go. You say in 18 and they make on all VIP when I just pay $200 no more. Now they get food and drinks. You know what I mean? Now small room when I just 10 people they take, I'm gonna come and perform
Like a
for you.
listening
You know what
party.
I mean? Yeah,
Hmm.
like a listening party. You can go far with and trust me, because that is where you see places that like what's the I forgot EV or whatever they call them, but it's a platform where in fans that they get very close niche relationship with La Urso, right? He just signed to Jay-Z. But I don't know if anybody out there, if you're familiar with Lagoso, you need to check them out on Instagram and see what they do. This guy literally used for rap to like 30 fans in their backyard. And so he begins selling music to 30 fans. And what they talk to then I signed to Jay-Z, one of the biggest rap artists as we know. But the point I'm trying to make is that this is where we are heading towards as musicians. It's not a matter of numbers anymore. It's a matter of knowing you core audiences, people that actually do support you and try for cater towards them and provide for them, bring them in. It's like building a community. You know what I mean? Music now is a community. I see J. Cole interview spoke about that in some extent when he made it talk about classics and stuff, classic albums. He was saying there is no universal classics albums anymore because the way the game did now is very scattered all about, like J. Cole fans and they we will say this J. Cole album is a classic, but Drake fans
Most
might not
bipolar
think
right
that
now.
way.
It's not just
Yeah,
classic.
I mean, it's very disintegrated, I mean, in a lot of ways. But yeah, but that's where we are, what I mean. So, but Salon fans, them obviously, me just want encourage them for continue for supporting their own best way possible. Let we stop this Manchester United versus Arsenal type support. If an
Yes.
artist is dope, no matter how scampy they support the artist.
Yeah.
And shout out to Dizzy. At least Dizzy now one possible break that barrier there. You not get a clique, you not get a gang, now being one, but he's still able to
Hmm.
come out of that whole LJ and
Shout
Calvin.
out to Drizzy. Shout out to
Yeah,
Drizzy,
shout
bro.
out to Dizzy. And he's the
Drizzy
blueprint.
dip and change the narrative. Like it's
Here's
crazy.
the blueprint if you want to look at outside for goal.
Yes.
But going
Yes.
back to that conversation we had earlier, if there are one person right now when me go able to look like I'd be like, you know what? I like what they do. It's something I want to do too. I mean, even though not reach at the height it's where I expect them to reach, it's not this league. You know what I mean? It's making the right
I'm with you on
moves.
that one. I'm
Yeah,
absolutely with you on that one.
networking, what I mean, making the right steps and stuff like that, to get to that upper echelon, of artistry. So Yeah, that's the thing about the fans. Just support the artist the way you gravitate towards, and just because of you support one man, no mean to say enough for support the other man. Music is a universal language, as they say. So if it hits you in your chest, bruh, share them. Make other people know. Say, hey, I hear this because that's what we dey listen music as when they come up. Hey, you don't hear.
Hmm.
In fact, we used to take pride on that. Me, I remember when I discovered Kendrick the first time. This is before it become popular. I mean, they keep out so much to myself. Like, I'm not even want to share myself because you know what I mean. Like, you get pride in like, yo, I'm listening to this guy. It's so good. You don't
Yeah,
listen to I can just one like, oh, they get discussion. I go just tell me, Paddy, no more. So you don't listen to man, they say no. I feel like I have one over you. Like, I don't discover talent. We do not discover
yeah,
it. Like,
yeah,
it was a
yeah,
prideful thing. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So I just wish salon fans can be that way too with salon acts. Because we have a lot of dope acts around. I want me to say, hey, I want to tell person say, hey, have you heard Weeznake? And it'd be like, no. I'm like, yeah, you need to check him out. And when they check him out, it's gonna be something good. As opposed to, what I mean, whiskey, that nigga they me don't call so and so before because of that.
yeah,
Yeah, we have a lot of that going on.
yeah, yeah. A lot of it. But
So
yeah, for me, I put might just add to what you said,
yeah,
what you said. So I agree with you 100%. Give me a second, bro.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, they need to talk up to me. My
yeah.
God.
It's fine.
Thank you. Um, I bet it was the mommy can't lunch for me.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. Shout out to the mommy, bro.
Yeah, shout out to the mommy.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But I agree with you, right? I feel like say they fans them and then on healthy support,
yeah,
bias support. Now in you see that 2007 to the other years the we call gap.
yeah,
Now the fans they contribute to that
yeah. Facts.
because there was a time when we say the artists them also contribute. The two major acts them as salon. Not to be controversial. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
The red
Obviously,
one them and the black one them.
on the black. Yeah,
They contribute to that name because now they create that division then.
yeah,
Now the industry, so the point we in be saying they plant a generational seed mindset where make people feel like say and only for agree say team A good just because of the support team B.
yeah,
And this all goes back to the blueprints where they don't create this are politics, but this is entertainment so they can't talk about.
yeah.
What they
Facts.
talk about. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like say if the fans them just become unbiased a little bit, when Mr. Lego genuinely says, you know, if we talk and publicly say this post here so nice because at the end of the day, Messi supporters that watch match, sorry, Ronaldo supporters they're gonna be like, yo, that goal was crazy. Ronaldo scored.
Yeah,
You know me say where Ronaldo they play, they come, they turn off the TV. And I'm
yeah,
saying, watch
yeah,
the game out of curiosity. I'm saying, so I feel like say managers need for get that mindset there for say if team A drop something nice, let's check it out.
yeah,
I'm not if I'm not there for comments positive thing, I don't need for go comments say this is not good. I don't need for go flood the comment section for try for discredit or downgrade the crafts where the individual don't create.
yeah,
Understand? So I feel yes, so then if we would change that mindset, they may feel like say streams they will go up
yeah,
because instead of mine is split 50-50, mine they lucky shape on get.
yeah. Facts.
You understand? When we do up today, on stream out of the on fans them. Tomorrow then they do up on stream out of the on fans them.
Facts.
Everybody eats. I mean, um, waiting branding. How you feel say branding don't affect the industry in growing?
Oh, a lot. Especially in this digital age where branding is the number one thing, because branding is important because I need to establish artist A from artist B. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? The moment they see you or they hear you, there has to be something about you that makes you unique. It's your unique identifier for the most part. Um, Take like for example, these Shukublai. The moment you see those
Shout out
two,
to Gizzy again. Gizzy the
yeah.
fucking
You
blueprints,
know what I
bro.
mean? Yeah. The moment you hear Shukubla,
Shit.
you already know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These, you know what I mean? So that's Brandon right there. Or even LJ. The moment you hear Red by music, 9 out of 10, you already know what time it is. Or Black Leo. If you see that black and that lion logo, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? These guys all get subtle branding somehow.
Hmm.
So branding is very important, in music. And if only this not the artist now, because it doesn't have anything to do with the fans. As an artist, you have to
Yeah.
find a way, something that's unique about you, where you
Hmm.
go become your unique identifier, something where people and go able say, okay, the moment we hear this or we see this, we already know saying about this person. But
Hmm.
unfortunately, easier for come across. Some people like can come across them by mistake. For example, Mr. Easy. Remember when he used to forget that cap nine back? And that become.
Yeah, that Asian cup. I was the one that why.
Yes, you know what I mean, and he just use them for the video, but the thing stand out so bad, and that becoming brand for a long time. That was his brand. Anytime when they do video, you get that thing in him back, or if they do certain image of and they always they take and then put on. And I believe saving Drizzy was inspired by that. I stand to be corrected, Drizzy, but I feel so. I see the correlations then. In fact, now make now they say why they see them bromance between Mr. Easy and Drizzy. I'm like, oh, I understand it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But
I
yeah,
love that.
so
When I saw that, I loved it. I loved everything
yeah,
that he
yeah,
was shooting.
them brands very similar, and I believe so one inspired the other.
I agree. It's
They do,
it has
you
a
know.
cultural core to it.
Yes,
Hmm.
so it's very important, and even more so for us, African artists. Them, part of branding is embracing the core of who you are. For
Hmm.
example, like a lot of within at the diaspora, where they rap at times in English, people like you want to criticize with like XYZ. And I always say it's not a matter of the language you use, it's what you're saying. There is a
Hmm.
different way. You know what I mean? If I begin up in English, then I begin talk about guns and this and that and killing, then this is very
That
westernized,
is not your reality.
Americanized.
Yeah.
That is not me. But I can still do it in English, like how Emma Abaga and do it. But the
Hmm.
stories they want to tell are African stories. Them. That is what makes it unique. You know what I mean? And in between, you
Mm.
drop you 1, 2, 3 Creole references and things that way people learn when they back home we able understand and realize say, okay, he's rapping for us, even though he may
Hmm.
use this language. You know what I mean? So yeah, so branding is very important, bro. There is no way around it. As an artist, you have to find it. Whatever way you have to do, you know what I mean? If you're not able to figure out how to yourself, fan specialists, them, they're branding specialists, that we go able to listen to your music, look at you as a person, because also the image, you know, it can be something, for
It needs to
example,
match your
Casper,
personality.
Casper Newvest, South Africa. In first,
Hmm.
in branding, first was the hair thing. He used to get this long, like, Koboto kind of going down, you know. And if you, even when you look at the official logo as an artist, he has an official logo. The thing did it, family tree logo. So for me, here extending out and he get this thing with stretch out like roots,
Hmm.
so that was his identifier for a long time. The moment you see an image with long hair going down, you already know that's Casper. You know. So yeah, so you can there are a lot of ways there. It can be your sound. We don't see artists that with them branding specifically not in sound day. It
Burna
can be
Boy
like
is
a
one.
beat tag. AKA again, another example, God Bless the Dead, South African hip hop artist. And
Hmm.
we get this tag name music. The moment you hear something about control and whatever, the moment you hear, you already know saying that AKA then are the song. Like you understand? That was branding at his highest. No matter, even if you feature him, the moment you hear that tag, you know he's coming. You know. So yeah, so that is branding right there.
What thing you feel say nah which if it entails a good branding for an artist, because it can be different categories that we don't talk about, right?
Yeah,
We can talk fashion. Like we'll give the example since we talk salon specifically, right?
yeah,
And I know it's an artist we don't prior to when LJ first came out with
yeah,
the reds and the whites and you know what I'm saying with the swag, right?
yeah,
Prior to that, fashion wise,
yeah,
I feel the only artist who I feel say is doing it right now and he's executing it properly
yeah,
is Drizzly. Um, image.
yeah,
So we're just gonna. So how you feel say fashion image, um, image as in your personality on stage, off stage,
off stage, yeah,
your sound. How you feel say your social media presence. These
yeah.
four things. How you feel say Sierra Leone artists they go able master them so the level we in be say they will get a all around package, a full package because you can't have two out of this one or out of this three also and you feel say you're gonna execute properly. You need to have all of them. Now like I mean I'm pretty sure say more day to it.
Yeah,
But these are the major ones that when we don't see so far we in be so I feel like
yeah,
say if somebody gets you're not the full package. Like what do they say package in normal in Nigeria? You're the full
yeah.
package. I feel say Sierra Leone artists then go about to make the able execute some properly.
Well, everything starts from the core. In other
Mm-hmm.
words, you have to know yourself first of all, because you
Mm-hmm.
cannot have a brand or represent a brand where they are against your core beliefs. Them. So it
Yeah.
starts with your beliefs, who you are as a person. No lie to yourself. You know, if you're
Yes.
not a gangster, why you want to get gangster imagery? It doesn't make sense. You know, there's this story about J. Cole wanting to sign to G Unit. Everybody was like, whoa, it doesn't make sense. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Because we know G Unit, Gorilla Units, that's gangsterism right there. And J. Cole
Mm-hmm.
is, you know what I mean? For lack of better words, it's like a school rapper, right? You know what I mean? He
It's a
goes to
subtle, yeah. It's a subtle, yeah.
educated, you know what I mean? Clean, cut up image. That was never going to work, you know? So, yeah, so first of all, you get to know yourself. And
Mm-hmm.
after you don't know who that you be and which you want to sell, then you have to have a clear identity. So knowing yourself involves having a clear identity,
Mm-hmm.
which you stand for, your mission and purpose, right? Your values, your perspective on life and anything that
Mm-hmm.
they, then you have to have a consistent visual image, like something way consistent where anytime way people that look at you, they see whether or not your logos, you
Mm-hmm.
color or your typography, simple things like that, which you they put now, you fonts them, social media,
Mm-hmm.
your overall aesthetics, very
Mm-hmm.
important. And also, you need to forget a distinct voice and message, right? Like your tone, anytime you read Dizzy and that Creole language, the way they talk and express itself, you already know what time it is, or wake you up,
Yeah.
there we go, simple thing like that, Again,
Okay, let me go.
yeah, come on, let me go, Then even the theme stuff, you messaging, I can always say, like, if you're not rapper, you dey come into the game, there are certain things that we already you go add for me you accomplish. Like Drizzy, you cannot outcool Drizzy at this point. It's gonna be hard. You cannot out gangster LAJ at this point. You know what I mean?
I agree. I
you
agree.
cannot you cannot out how they call carry your own thing that the what's the word niche. You know what I mean? You have a certain type of dedicated fans there. Like a cult following. You cannot out
Yeah,
cult.
yeah.
Black Leo is like a cult following. Then
Yeah, yeah,
get
yeah,
hooked.
yeah.
You
You
cannot.
can't do that. Yeah.
So
It
you
has
come
been
into
done
the
and
game.
established.
Exactly. So you have to find somewhere for Weevil where you define yourself within all of that. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So your messaging very important, the way you present yourself, And then obviously that comes also with emotional connection with your fans them. The stories them again, where they tell. Like the music them, where they draw people them. There are some artists that way, for example, me, to be honest, I didn't live a life of a struggle coming up. It will ask for my sing about struggle. But when I
Mm-hmm.
take an example of an artist like what's that this boy name actually for this feature I'll figure. When I listen to
Mm-hmm.
that figure, all I hear is pain, not in voice. You know what I mean? Like you can
Mm-hmm.
tell, like this person went through, or even Calibag. When you listen,
Kind of bad.
his albums and his music, you can tell where he's from. You know what I mean? So we serve now,
Mm-hmm.
and we serve need for do. You know, and obviously, all that the overarching thing that comes with that is just being authentic to yourself. Because now they draw people in. When people and see this person say is real with whoever it be, like they're gonna be
Mm-hmm.
like, because man, I tell you, fans say when they talk about and get all thing, but they're not follow. They know when you the fake
Mm-hmm.
am.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you for a fact. When you
Those
faking
facts.
it, the fans know. They'll
Mm-hmm.
be like, even when the rap say na rap man and say this man the rap paddle, but now the man there's something about the winner they'll just believe. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah, yeah.
they cannot just believe what you're saying. Like you talk tough. If you talking tough, like in hip hop, like as we can say, you better be tough in real life too. Cause
Yeah.
people are gonna
Someone is going to try you some at some point in time.
somebody's gonna try you exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now some of the things and the way I feel like we need for honing on as artists them that salon and for figure out this whole branding thing. Once you figure out that everything like I just say, you good. But like I say also it's difficult, to do. Sometimes you need help. Even these what they
Yeah.
talk, even though initially we don't figure out in Shukubla brand and everything, but obviously with Vicky and help, we get for Siam even more clearly. You
It's
know,
more polished. Yeah.
it's more polished. You know what I mean? It's more right in front of your face. You know exactly, where he's heading for and what he to do. So we need help. This is not when in terms of branding, you take like Mavins and the artists that are Mavins and not only they brand themselves for. Apparently they go through a whole 1 year, 2 year of just training and
Mm-hmm.
branding before they even
Yeah, it creates a whole identity
yeah,
of them.
identity. Some of
Oh,
they look there,
true.
you know what I mean, and say you know thing, we think to say you for go here. Like
Mm-hmm.
this no cut
Mm-hmm.
this industry you get is not gonna work for the kind of image
Yeah, you
of
need for that. Yeah, all I say,
that year or
look at
whatever.
the kid
Exactly.
with the patch, with the.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying that
So
became his identity.
yeah,
Every time
so
you see him, he gets a patch and
the
he just whether
patch
not purple hair or pink hair, some
here,
shit is going on.
some exactly. So we need help basically. So, and as an artist, I will implore me company, don't be shy of asking for that help. So then thing that what they talk so because we know as artists mostly we focus is just the music. We just want to make music no more. So you need
Hmm.
people, you need a team. This is where teams come. People around you where they able do different things them. Unfortunately, we also know so we they come up be expensive for me getting people
Ah,
in.
that's where
You know what I
my
mean?
next question was gonna come in.
Yeah, yeah, shoot it.
Management,
Yeah,
management. I feel like say a lot of people who they call themselves managers in a salon, where they manage artists there, either then they deliberately do things them for take advantage of the artist then, or they just don't understand
yeah,
what it comes with
yeah,
when you say they manage somebody or something.
yeah,
They not get a visual picture or visual understanding of the whole 9 yard.
yeah.
How you feel say then they don't affect the industry and artists them to be specific.
Well, managers, man. Um, Listen. First of all, my start with a controversial take first. Boku managers in our salon where they can yeah artists then and for men can take part the artist in popularity. A lot of managers in our
I swear
salon,
to
first
God,
of
I'm
all,
still.
now failed musicians then, first of all. Like now man, if you check keenly, now man when we don't attempt for do music, so tell you what or nobody they listen or whatever. Now they don't don't fall back. Don't the moment they see one but we don't begin take off a little bit some of them go near. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
one. Then two, if you look at salon, when we talk about managers, we think to say the artist now they work for the manager just because of the manager now they give money. And this dynamic goes because of the poverty, obviously, and
Hmm.
the economic factors there, So when you have a manager now salon, 9 out of 10, now they take care of you, now they give you money. But wait till we don't land now living in the Western world, it's the other way around. The manager now for work for you. You
Hmm.
employing this guy say do XYZ on my behalf. You know,
Hmm.
going back to that old Vicky thing, you know what I mean? These didn't work for Vicky. Vicky is working for these.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
These nine boss And there is that clear understanding right there. I don't know the into
Yeah.
football just based on waiting they show we outside. You can tell, like levels, of the hierarchy. There's nothing
Hmm.
she does that I don't see her in interviews say, "I mean, boss stand you know what I mean?" So yeah, so when you have a manager, the manager like you is for the work for. But unfortunately, like I said, because of the economic dynamics in Sierra Leone in particular, most managers then are the one where they can't help the artist. And they can't give you money, say go studio, this, that. So already there is this dynamic way, taking advantage of dynamic that it creates wherein the manager feel like, and I mean, they spend by you, so I can just take advantage of you and do whatever I want to do with you because of
Hmm.
after all, I made a pulley money. I take you from nothing, that kind of thing.
Right, right.
So yeah, so it's something that we really have to address. And in terms of the role, obviously a lot of managers definitely don't know their roles because waiting again with Orlando, there are different type of managers them. Artists now, so
Hmm.
then get road managers them, then get you personal manager with manage you day to day. They even get studio
Hmm.
managers the way they're all in the need within a studio and for make sure so you get
Hmm.
everything you want. If not John by this move choo. If not whatever you do, if you need girls
Yeah.
for the I mean, whatever, the setup down there, which them people in there that we don't come for no as A&Rs now, right? They bring the
Hmm.
songs, to curate the sounds, they manage you in the studio. Outside of the
Hmm.
studio, in your daily life, you have managers that do that. When you're on the road, when you're on tour, you have tour managers there, winner for make
Hmm.
connections and stuff. So, but obviously now we are industry, now one person can tend for play all the role there so at the same time. And these are very specialist roles. So it's hard,
Yeah.
it's hard, So yeah, so there's work to be done there, there's work to
I.
be done there. But either ways, as an
Mhm.
artist, I must say you need to have at least some type of management,
Mhm.
somebody or with a part of your team that you not only look up to in terms of when you present your music we're going to say is it this is good or not good, somebody
Mhm.
will be the front face of your brand because as an artist not to also if for show face for yourself for example what one thing we can happen now so like if you want to perform a certain show then so artists then at the end of the send message to the show promoter and be like I want to perform for
Mhm.
that show. They will nah. You need to get
Mhm.
a manager with the lobby on your behalf. Because now the
Mhm.
only way that the people that they respect you.
Yes,
Because
I
a
agree.
lot of people if they hear it from you directly, like they be like, this guy not serious. You know what I
I
mean?
think I I
Yeah,
think I 100% agree with you say. And there is also another side of that too, right? Because there was a time when me say I tried the flyboy music,
yeah.
what you
I
may call
remember
it,
that. Yeah,
um, uh, uh, the guess I'm going for, but the record label thing, right?
yeah,
And there was a kid who have the manage where in be say I think they just don't get used to their whole idea of na salon where person manage you, now for take care of you, all in and they, you
yeah,
know, buy for you clothes, all in and they
yeah,
totally forget say I'm responsible for music related stuff there.
yeah,
And anything that comes out of that is just out of being generous. It's out of generosity. You
yeah,
understand, eh? The contract we get now music contract. I feel like now then standards and they now make managers them they feel and bolden for make them say the artist outsource na me the feed the outsource na me the clothes the outsource na this outsource na that. So
yeah,
you know what I'm saying you work for me instead of now me the work for you. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
if somebody for artists who they listen, if somebody see you and say anytime that this life you answer yourself, somebody reach out to you for a service or for anything where you they provide and they
yeah,
become interested in that. And because that person they respect waiting you get going on. And in direct translation, that means say, you have the leverage for make you negotiate properly and for make you create the standards and way they work for you. You understand? So
yeah,
if me see an artist, that's how I manage you now because I see the artist there in all reality, now any realistic scenario, And because I see the artists that see the artists they get talent, get potential, and just need the financial support. You understand it? So for the
Yeah.
fact saying me see you, wait, you get something where you get, and I want for buy because if anything where they put money in, you're buying. I'm saying
Yeah.
I'm buy what you they get. In return, you should demand like you for you for demand whatever it is that you are entitled to, with
Yeah.
the exception of oh food business or clothes business, all that thing. Those things come afterwards. You
Yeah.
understand? So yeah, yeah, I agree with you. Management in a salon don't destroy a lot of artists then because look, better example. Then there's also the singer that's sensible.
Yeah. So that's it.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm not even trying to laugh about the situation, but it's just like
It's sad.
Matamane, no Matamane evil.
Yeah.
Like it's like an opportunistic people in our again in our country. Now I make we see man in a sugar ant. They can't empire you. We see things that it's not like they're even doing what needs to be done for
Yeah.
make they elevate you or at least for secure the position where you don't already create for yourself. When they see say, okay, this there's a potential, they're not doing none of that.
I'm not
They
doing
just
that. Yeah.
come and tag along until they was hard guy and they hop out of the boat.
Yeah.
Like no, that's what that is.
That's what they
It's
do.
like a
Yeah.
running
That's true.
type of scenario. They jump inside the boat, throw outside the guy. Oh, okay, we're fine.
Oh
You
yeah.
you're the one that's doing the paddling. Throw
Yeah.
outside the guy, all right, bro, I'm out. They come on, they kind of they walk off. I'm saying it's sad. So managers need to do better. Managers they need to understand. Say when a manager, to the artist, and when a manager, you've got to be behind the scene.
Yeah.
They see any big artist. Them first of all, most big artists then at this world the managers then maybe not by mistake you go you're gonna say this now. This was the managers this artist.
Yeah.
The
Facts.
art the manager and a big part the artist.
Facts.
Not by
Someone the manager,
mistake.
they want to be the artist.
The managers they the big they were famous past the artist. The manager they famous
Mm.
past the artist. Or
Yeah.
anybody where they manage whether I'm listening at them comedians them. The manager one big part the comedian, the manager one big part student they manage.
Yeah.
Managers, anybody who not to the artist, who they part of that artist team, that entourage day, you've got to be behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Now, Danny Salomano Sabi, you did behind the scenes and you did work behind the scenes. Also, what the people don't understand is the people in behind the scenes, especially the owner, the manager, usually makes more money than the artist.
Facts.
People don't understand. If you do your job right,
If
if
you
you
do
do your
job right,
job
yeah.
right, because you're working with a percentage with that artist. You know
That's
what
a
I'm
key
saying?
thing that you mentioned. What I feel for mention because the main role of a manager too, in most cases, now for bring opportunities for the artist.
Yes,
A lot of the managers don't, whether not sponsorship
they
deals
don't.
now or whatever be the case. Now your job then they for go out there and seek opportunities them and count them. And then when you count, you get a
Mhm.
certain percentage of that opportunity money whether they pay the artist. A lot of them just don't do that. In fact, I don't even know that they self. If
So that
the
brings
message
me
is,
to
yeah, sorry for
you
cut
go
you off.
ahead.
The message is, as an artist out there, please be careful of whether you make manager. In as much as we need managers, but whoever you decide saying I'm a manager, this not to just become over there where you hurt and put small money in your pocket. Be very careful and make sure so they understand the role whether they can
Yes.
for playing at your career. You know.
And people also don't understand. So this they bring me to my next question, right?
Yeah.
Connecting. You can't manage somebody where you self not get the connections them.
Obviously.
Because for make that artist they go now a radio station, you get forget proper connection. When we say the
Yeah.
artist they go genuine go, not so for say now buy they go buy slots for making go.
Yeah.
For make the artist they go now them big what you may call it the festivals the way they can get.
Festivals
You
and
get
stuff. Yeah.
forget the connections.
Mhm.
For make you
I
talk,
mean,
say, yo, I get this.
yeah, go
For make you
ahead.
talk, for make you talk, say, yo, I just get, especially when you say up and coming artist,
Yeah.
don't establish yourself yet. You just you didn't at the promotion stage when you say, yo, I'm just going to this venue and put myself out there. I'm not worried about getting paid yet. you the manager need for get them connections in there.
Some
If you
connections and
manager not get connections them, first of all, I know say Bokuma go talk say I get the connection them. But if you manager not get the connection then they don't mess with him or her. That's just what
I
that
was
is.
struggle. Yeah.
When
No,
I was still struggle.
yeah. Facts. And and
So then they
and and,
begin
and just
yeah,
for
go ahead.
there's proof of that. Even if you look at the big Afrobeat artists, them the moments them go international, a lot of them change managers because the
Yes.
manager that we get when they then we get to Nigeria, obviously not get the international connections, then they forget them
Hmm.
into the international shows them. So
So
you
the
can see a
BT,
lot of
if you say BT now, it's in magic. Also magical
yeah,
a connection. Whether they
yeah,
recommend man there, bro. It's way beyond your talent. It's beyond the streams. Like it's beyond that. The Oscars, the what's the other thing where people then they always they be excited about.
yeah.
Um, my God, this other award what they call thing
Uh,
also. But
what
yeah,
the Grammys? BT.
Grammys.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can forget somebody where to go mention your name now womb for make they even begin consider you in the
yeah,
first place. And I'm saying so. Pardon for cutting you off, bro.
yeah.
But so this bring me to well pretty much we don't I guess the connection part. When you forget a well established um connection for make you able for actually become successful at the industry. So and you as an artist should able to do that day technically through your management team through
Right.
you PR specialist through you if you get a promotion team, the man where they promote you, like people that we know what that they do pretty much. Um, DJs,
Yeah.
how you feel say DJs them don't contribute towards this industry also install one.
Maybe they are the biggest contributors. You know what I mean? Because
I'm with you on that one.
the goal of a DJ is to create the sound. And you have to, especially radio DJs.
Hmm.
Because radio is called radio programming for a reason. Because the whole job of a radio programmer or a radio DJ programmer are for program the minds of people. That is why it's very dangerous. So, in other words, if a DJ take a certain song and play them 20 times, even if you not like that song there as a listener, you dey get accustomed to the song. You they begin
Hmm.
like subconsciously. Because
I'm with you.
it's been ingrained into you that much. It's being programmed. You're being programmed to like it. That's the reason why
Hmm.
it make DJ then get these slots where they always they rotate a rotational playlist because they want program the listeners then for like then certain music there, or if now
Hmm.
message they want deliver then get away with it they deliver and consistently from listeners then get accustomed to whatever they are trying to push whatever agenda. So yeah, so salon DJs them obviously, you know, not then are the people that we get the ears of the nation. So
Hmm.
around this time what they talk 2006 actually, let's go back 2006 2005, there was this real dribble down of salon music being played on the radio. you know I myself don't know what was the cause, but obviously Afrobeats begin pick up around them time, then they maybe that's why I don't know. Me actually I have a deeper diagnosis as far as Afrobeats takeover of Africa. I personally feel like it started with Nigerian movies. A lot of people don't make that connection, but I do. I feel
No,
like
hold on, bro, hold on. No, you
yeah,
know where it started?
yeah.
The Gospels.
The waiting,
Then the Gospel songs them.
the gospel songs.
Then
Okay.
Gospel song them.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That's where it started.
Okay.
It gets to a point where in B say every house in Sierra Leone be they play Nigerian gospel
Nigerian
song.
gospel. You're right.
That's where it started.
All right.
And
Me,
where Afrobeat came inside became easy.
it became easy. Well, me actually go with the movies. The reason why I go with the movies because through the movies, like how I would say from 2000 to 2005 was the peak of Nigerian movie or
Nigerian movies, yeah.
yeah, especially in our salon at the
Hmm.
time. Through the movies, we get for Sissewe and then people also are not so different. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Then at the same time, we get to see Nigerian culture for what it is through the movies them. And also I remember see a lot of them movies they
Then
have
push
been
up away.
incorporate yes, a lot of Nigerian movies them, including I mean music them, including some of them gospel and the way they talk into them movies there.
Yes.
So yeah, so in a way we become accustomed to that. So if you don't accept people and culture, you don't align to your own culture. You don't be like, okay, there are a lot of similarities here. You know what I mean? And
Mm.
then through the movies back, you don't experience the music. When eventually the music come with Downfall Driver, that first wave of Nigerian music where hit Salon, Downfall Driver, what's that this other guy named China something, African China,
Hmm.
those guys, Tony Tortilla,
Then
you
the
don't hit
P-Squares
my
came in.
car, or the boat,
Yeah,
no,
bro,
I
I
mean,
know.
that
Yeah.
first phase of them wake camp, it was obvious like we were going to buy in because we'd already buy into the Nigerian culture so much that when
Yes, I
music
agree.
came, it was easy for us to absorb it. But yeah, so the DJs there, I don't know if that because of Daniel, but obviously they stopped playing Sierra Leone music and started concentrating because that's what the people wanted to hear at the time. But that's where we get messed up because yes, DJ for play waiting people away, but there are different types of DJ. Now, an event DJ is possible where they play in a club, where they play in a half bad and party. You for play to waiting the people in one area. Yes.
Yes.
But a
Waiting the
radio
person wait.
DJ, which is very
Hmm.
important. And they were the most important people when it comes to Sierra Leonean music at the time. A radio DJ, you supposed for play wait you want play and program the people and for acceptance. And
I
this is the
agree.
reason why Guinea when our neighbor then, when they say one go down that route there, then governments come out and be like, yo, I remember this vividly. You know what I mean? Just, I have an extended family in Guinea. Just going there and visiting. The government was like 90% of music that should play on radio should be Guinean music. They were very, very upfront about that and very serious about that. They're like 90% of all radio stations that Guinea for play Guinea music. That was a law.
So this
With a,
goes back to where you say
of
it's a
course,
governance thing.
it's a governance thing. It goes back to that. We never had that. Whatever DJ want play no more, now they play. So the radio DJs then begin behave like the event DJs. Then now waiting people a while in I need to play. Where you ask, well, now waiting the people a while in Nigerian music. So now Nigerian music we said to play. No, your role is to program these people, and how you program them are for play. Waiting you think to say them for the listen, and waiting by rights and for the listener, their own artists and people and from their own cultures them. You know, Nowhere in the world, you go California. I was in California not too long ago. You hear Boku Cali music. A lot of Cali
Yes.
artists
No, of
them.
course.
You know what I mean? In fact, the problem
Yeah.
with in our salon, the one place when you get similar kind of problem, now in New York. Because remember, say Hot 97, there was a time in New York when they were playing a lot of Atlanta type music then because I mean obviously that they were popping and a lot of
Hmm.
artists there and people then come out in New York we begin fights against that. There was a whole movement and campaign against that. Actually they were like New York radio should sound like New York. When you can New York, when
Hmm.
you open out Hot
For
97,
not saying that New York today.
yes, you for listening to boombox, this is the mecca of hip-hop. How comes you not
Hmm.
get boombox songs on the hip-hop radio stations and stuff? And they started changing it. So obviously the DJs then get a whole lot of role for play. For there we get to where we want to go as a country, as a nation, as a music industry and everything. So to with DJs that out there, me, I respect to not, I don't get me own problems and fracas with DJs before, obviously, asking
Hey,
for
shout out
money.
to DJ Carlos. That's
Yeah,
a
shout
real
out to
man. Shout out
Carlos.
to
Yeah.
DJ Carlos. Shout out to Carlos.
Carlos is one person where if you take something and he actually they do the job,
He will
you
get the
know.
job done. Yes.
Yeah, but I don't get me own have problems them with them, but me just want to tell and say, hey, man, this thing that we're doing is nothing without you guys, especially when it comes to hip hop. As you know, back in the days when you look at hip hop history, the DJ was the most important person, not even an MC. When you go back to hip hop
I
history,
agree.
was a
No,
DJ
no, yeah, yeah,
for
yeah,
that
yeah.
guy. In fact, the guy with him counts as not Cool Herc was a DJ. We not the founder of hip hop. So it was a DJ, then you have the MC. So when the DJ played the scratch and everything, the MC they kinda do 1, 2, 3 flip and tap. That
Hmm.
was how it was in the 70s, I mean going up to the early 80s. Around the mid 80s, it started to switch where the MC become the main guy. And that is what we have now today. Just recently Jay-Z kind of alluded to that, when he made the talk say even hip hop don't change so much that the hip hop is not the DJ is no longer the most important guy
Yeah,
around.
yeah, especially now with streaming and the
Streaming and everything.
internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean, but still, for we are industry, we need una, but we need una for more una play with music then. Una make our una duty. And also one problem why I get you pay DJ say yeah, play me music, then get this thing where they can do with them play the music, then put recording of themselves playing the music. That is all cool.
They don't have
But
2 minutes.
yeah, but I honestly feel say DJs they don't know how to break a song in Sierra Leone. Me, I don't live in New
I
York. I don't see
think
how.
no, no, no. Not put this what I call quick, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the reason why make them results to just play Nigerian music then. Because good luck, Nigerian music is easy for play. Oh.
Yeah.
It is very easy to play. I feel like saying that the one of the contributing factors that way prompts them for being play a lot of Nigerian music. Then.
Yeah, so what I mean, like I feel like they don't know how to break a song or an artist, what I mean, on the radio because if you play the artist once and no more, every time where you log in, people are not gonna get used to it. Now, if you don't, if you, I mean, they in New York listening to Hot 97 when Funk Flex they broke a DJ. I remember like I mean, they broke this 50 Cent song. I get money, money I got. What I mean? He played that shit over 20 times in one go.
Hype with hype
Hype, yes,
with
dropping
hype.
bombs. Bro,
Yeah.
yeah, it make you been you just say the pause and be like, even if you don't like the song, be like, yo, this guy just played this thing like 20 times, non-stop racko,
Hmm.
non-stop. That is how you break. You therefore play it over and over and over again. But a lot of the times, what they tend to do in Sierra Leone and play at 110, anytime they log in, they record the video, then send out for you, may you articulate don't play. You know what I mean? It's not gonna work that way. Because if you think of it, when was the last time? In fact, I don't know if you get this now. You set of questions them because honestly, I've been to Sierra Leone a couple of times in the past 5 years. And then
Hmm.
when I can ride around, I always decide for listening to radio. And I do it
Hmm.
deliberately because I had this notion. I feel like people in Sierra Leone no longer listen to radio stations as much as they do back in the days. You know what I mean? It's no
No,
longer
that is true. I agree with you.
you know what I mean? So yeah. And because of that, obviously I feel like the DJs there, especially radio DJs, they not tend to get the pull or power as they had in 2005 or 2006. They do not have
Hmm.
that pull anymore. Obviously with streaming and technology and all that kind of thing, the social media, these are the places where the is stronger in
Uh,
terms
and
of,
and
you know.
and we've seen it because me know say no matter how it be, we know artists the way again we're going back to Drizzly. He's a
Yeah,
current blueprint. We
yeah,
know say behind closed doors and they get blackballed.
yeah,
And the songs they know they get spin at the radio the way they should get spinned. But
yeah,
again, with social media, he's able to pack venues. I don't see how
yeah,
recently Ghana what say they can do Ghana and Sierra Leone they go. Now every sports where you don't go, you don't pack them.
yeah.
That's not so magic.
Yeah, that
You know
tells
what
you
I'm
exactly. You know what I
saying?
mean?
That tells you that radio DJs them as much as they're important, they're not that important anymore.
They are not.
And
So yeah, and I was saying that to say, because of that, dear, when I show you small grace and courage, you know what I mean? Like, when I importance don't drizzle down a bit, like so, but still, then they carry themselves like they are the. That's the point I'm trying to make.
yeah,
Like you talk to some of the radio DJ that I feel like no, not touches on you never blown out this world. Like nigga, this is 2000.
even American DJs then not that important anymore. Like
Yeah,
now
this
there's
is
also program that they
2006,
refer
my
and our
G.
talk shows there. So
This is 2006. You for the glad way artists pull up and say,
reach out to
"Nah,
yes.
here,
Facts.
this plan for me." Honestly, and when
Facts.
you are appreciate them and then do the job, not
Hmm.
just do a have a certain or halfway and what I mean make video and just send them over. Nah, that's the point I'm trying to make. Because
And for make another point, the sad part of it all, the radio DJs them, then they get paid, no matter how little.
yeah,
So that means say if you dey get paid, the artist where they go give you in song for make you play am should not pay you to do it.
yeah,
Because you
by law,
already getting paid to play that song.
Yeah.
Club DJs them I understand. You know what I'm saying? That's a
Yeah.
different crowd. That's a different, but you they already they pay you for play something we in be say supposed for resonate with the people them, the culture, the the citizens them.
Yeah.
Not so for that, and the sad part all is they go ask you the salon artist for make you pay, but not go ask the Nigerian artist to make him pay.
Of
So we
course.
they go comfortably, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Then go comfort then they go the extra mile, go find an artist in song, then download them and then spin them. But when it comes to you, they will tell you says, oh, send out to me on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Like, bro, send out to me on WhatsApp. So you took the time, you took time out of your time for make you play that new what you may call it, Nigerian artist in song. But when me say me play me a song, you know they even go the extra mile for say, my go on YouTube channel, my subscribe, or my like, or my comment, or my share the link.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's, but anyway, we're gonna move past
Well,
that.
it's Paola, you know. I mean, but like how you made a cinema while you were talking, I was just jotting down a few things them because a lot of people that don't know say Paola illegal na salon. You know, there is this thing they call the Independent Media Commissioner Act of 2020. We actually
Hmm.
established that. You know, what I mean, if a station or a DJ secretly they take money for play songs, then it could be considered unethical. You know, or abuse of license.
I need you to say that again. I
Yeah.
need you to say
So
that again.
yeah. So the Independent Media Commissions Act of 2020,
Hmm.
says that if a station or a DJ secretly
Hmm.
take money to play songs, it could be considered unethical broadcasting or abuse
Hmm.
of license.
There you go.
This is not alone. This is not even
There
a
you go.
normal. You know what I mean? So by right, not for they even give them money.
That's the
But
point
then
that I
we know
was making.
society will come out. You know what I mean? We some of them they cry say the money where they pay them no boku na make and this and that. They have all these reasons which I understand. And again, all this circles back to governance issue. And you know what I mean? But yeah, we just did ask no more when I show understanding and when I put salon music before. Please, yeah.
Hmm. Well, Sam, I appreciate your time. I don't want to hold you any longer. I really
Nah.
appreciate, you sacrificing an hour, a bit over an hour for this session. Really
No, we
appreciate
need, we
that.
need part two.
Yeah, we
I was
definitely need.
enjoying it so much. I didn't want it to end, man. I feel like we can have this discussion like for 5 hours straight.
I
You
agree,
know?
bro. It's not endless topics, them endless discussions, them like it's the problem, Boku. The problem, them Boku. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The problem about Boku. But again, with viewers, them. This is the Munafa Podcast. Y'all don't forget to subscribe on Instagram, on YouTube, on all social media platforms. Them the Munafa TheMunafa podcast conversations that add value. Again, for people who don't understand, for the one that way not know what Munafa mean, let me just put it out there. Now, a terminology we mean benefits. So my own goal now so now for get conversations them bring guests them where we can get an interactive conversation we go try for at least at a certain extent educate people them on certain things them. And I mean, again, we get a special guest now. So today, Petit, for the first time, I know say Petit means petit today. I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
a shocker. You know what I mean? And I don't even know self say, na me own brother, because I grew up in Brookfield too. Na Anabeka Coca Street, and I grew up.
Oh wow. That
Yeah,
day I used for passion all this. You know what I mean?
yeah, Anabeka Coca
Me,
Street,
me
and I
I
grew
small
up, bro.
street, lower Kiama Road.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know what I'm saying? So Sam, tell us how the able fan, you socials them, you social handles them.
Yeah, definitely. You can find me on Instagram, Lo Petit, LE underscore PETI. And also follow me in management page Indie Flow Music, INDIEFRO _music MUSIC. Just hit me up no more. Like I'm open to conversations. I'm open to collabos. In fact, Wiznick now one of one of my closest collabos. Them,
Hey
nobody
man.
else. I don't say official will not drop
Sometimes I can
anything yet.
very much reach out to you, Sam. I'm like, yo, I don't reach
Yeah,
out to this guy like 2 times, 3
yeah,
times.
yeah, I know.
And is it gonna say yes this full time? I'm saying,
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. I mean, I understand the process, honestly.
yeah.
But definitely, like just hit me up. I'm open for conversations or anything. Yeah.
And just to put it out there, Petty Two will always deliver. And I'm saying that's the reason why I make whenever I get a project, I send it to you like, yo, do you have something that you might want to put in it? Because I like you delivery style is unique.
I
And I'm
appreciate
saying people often say hip hop is just you have to yell, you have to be aggressive. No,
it. Yeah.
you can be subtle, but then you can say some shit that when you be say, what you get is go listen and say, oh damn, that's crazy. He says something like
That's something.
that
Yeah.
was a crazy metaphor, that was a crazy wordplay, and you got that talent. And I'm saying
I
it's
appreciate it,
I
bro.
like how am I supposed to put it? Fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. I'm saying
Yeah.
slow, smooth, but mellow, but you know what I'm saying you get you get ingredients in it. You know what I'm saying? But
I
again,
appreciate it, bro. Likewise, bro. I appreciate it.
Sam, thanks for coming. I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, for grace this episode. This is now my second official episode actually. I
Can
had
you
to take a
imagine?
break. You know
Can
what
you
I'm saying?
imagine? Legendary episode.
You know what I'm
Second
saying?
on
No,
the
not for
list.
real.
And when they come back, how they tell these
No,
they come
definitely,
back.
definitely, definitely. We're gonna have to get a part two, part three, part four until we're
Yeah.
able to get a better, clear understanding of
What's going on in
what
our
side things
industry?
then go wrong and what thing we need to do about it. Because this conversation we may don't get right now, we just point out waiting small things them they contribute. We never even talk about how we go
Fix
like
them.
the steps we will for take for Michael fix these issues there because they are
Yeah,
still in the
fact.
industry. They're
Yeah,
still
fact.
there. And I'm saying, but again, Mag always they say, listen, if you're not an upcoming artist, old artist, you've been in the industry for a very long time, Drizzly has the blueprints right now. And I'm saying, pay attention to what he has going on. Look what they get going on, follow through with that, and you'll be able to execute. The kid, April. April has the
I
blueprint.
love April.
April
Shout
is
out to April.
April. Oh, I love April, bro.
Yeah.
I love April. Like kid. Like, it's funny because before his song blow, I came across I think a week prior to when his song blow again. Now I know say salon they don't begin do that digital marketing promotion because he
Yeah.
shop on my status. I see April Australian and then I forgot what the song. I went
Yeah.
but today, I understand nothing there. I'm like, oh, this shit is nice. I check out my plan for my wife, and my wife was like, yo, I love this song. What another artist there? I'm like, that's April. And I'm saying, you're doing your own thing. I decided download the streams and everything, all intended. But
Yeah.
yeah, April is dope for me foreign um counterparts them, the Nigerians. Yeah, check out April. He's a dope artist.
Yeah.
Apreel, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
That's how his name is spelled. Obviously Drizzlik. Check out Drizzlik, Drizlik. And what's this other kid name? Ah, there's another one with April.
Mm.
It's a
Um.
kind of.
I
I
feel
think
like
I
I
think
know
I,
it.
I think definitely is good. I think it's good.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but yeah, regardless, man,
It's a
Sam,
lot of them. We have a whole lot
it's a
of
lot. It's a
talents
lot.
and
The
stuff
talents
like
can how
that.
they come up is crazy. Like
Mhm.
it's crazy. I'm loving it. Like I have this is not off topic. I have a project that I'm doing right now. I sent out to somebody at TTO. You know who me to work with mostly at TTO
Yeah.
except you. I'm
Yeah.
saying, and I'm just waiting to see what that person today will do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm excited about it. But I will send out to you, Steve. I will forward that stuff then na your WhatsApp.
All
But I'm
right.
really trying to get as much as I'm not too entirely in support of the Afro goodness genre. I'm trying
Yeah.
to get that salon taste in it. And I
Yeah,
mean, because
unfortunately,
say we wait overseas, we get a disadvantage.
we
We're not
do.
able to play salon standard type songs them because we
But
don't know the
anyway, now
slang.
something I don't want to touch on, but which we feel like it's a disadvantage. But one of me, the things I'm trying to do is embrace it even more because I feel like we
Mm,
are unique. In fact, that is
okay.
why for the first time, people here for hear this. My next project that I'm gonna drop is gonna be called Diaspora because I feel like
Mm. Oh, there we go. There we go. Breaking
yeah,
news.
just let
Shit.
people know because it's coming. You know what I mean? I feel like that's where artists we're unique in the sense that we don't experience salon, but also we don't experience America. So we perspective on life, on everything is so different than just an artist with this salon alone. So
Mm.
why we already embrace this identity where yeah, we are different from them, bro. I'm not expect you like what you like Calibar or any of them before any rap now salon. I not expect Wiznick for rap that way they are telling story then you're not living that
Absolutely.
life
Absolutely
anymore.
not.
You know
Yes,
what I
of
mean?
course.
Your
That's true.
life when you live it different. It's a 905, it is that. I want to hear
Yeah,
that perspective from you. I want to hear
I
you
agree with
daily
you.
life now, yeah, and how it connected with the struggles that with the happen. Yeah, and that when I the money we they send us salon this that. I feel like now the disconnection that we have within us as diaspora and artists them, and even we own diaspora fans them will get we make them not able to embrace we because we are not even telling
Mm.
their own stories. Then bing bing. There's a diaspora story to be told that is quite different and unique from a Sierra Leonean story from somebody we based in a salon. I'm telling you this, bro. But waiting will not able to do it now for honing and embrace that. Like how you just know, you just use the word disadvantage. Like that is what I
Mm-hmm.
am. I don't stop for seeing as a disadvantage. I want
Mm-hmm.
to embrace them and use them as an advantage and say, yes, I am different. I am diasporan. I am a diaspora artist. My experience is different. I
Mm-hmm.
understand what's in the Guyana because I don't live there and I get family there.
Yeah.
But also I don't
Mm-hmm.
live now so back and I have family here. And I want to paint a balanced picture of those two. You know what I mean? And based on identity. I know they able to rap like back in 10. I don't even know how for self. There are words that way back in
Yes.
10 what is used now in rap.
You can. You can.
I
You can.
can't even know. And if even if I
Can.
try for, I'm gonna sound funny. You know how
Yeah.
we done the talk
I
so they
agree.
talk the Creole, even the Creole they talk different. They mix for English inside.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
just the way people from the diaspora talk. And mind you, there are about 2 million people in the diaspora that we are not, engaging as far as we music go, or we're not able to
Mm.
captivate them for draw them in. And all you need of that 2 million people, and for me, you get about 100,000 of the number. We know who than a Wisnik or who than a Pedity, and you good, bro. Trust me. I just feel like we're not doing a good enough job trying to connect to them. Now, I make them go back home and embrace their artists and they back home because at least their artists and they show them and culture and this and that. You know, what I mean, there's this
Yeah.
nostalgic thing going on. You know, but if we begin painting the picture of what it mean for wake up every day, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, go up, not get babysitter. I know the
Look,
woman
man. You
they
see,
talk
this way
about
they
that
talk so
life.
right
Me
now,
a family man, me a family man. We know what it mean for me day with you, woman, when I get picking, and you not even get a babysitter, and both of you guys have to go to work.
bro.
Who is
I
rapping
know me
about
for
that?
cut you off for this way they talk so. I'm just thinking that let's do a collab on that right now. This particular topic. Let's
Yeah,
work
so
on that. Let's figure something out.
yeah,
I think you'll be
that's what
dope.
I'm telling you, bro. You know what I mean? Like nobody know the way they paint those pictures, So until you paint some picture and the people that were there when are diaspora and people learn from Sierra Leone, they're not gonna really embrace you, because they're gonna think like it's either you were trying to be too westernized or if you mimic the one in our salon, they'd be like, why for listening to this with the original but they were actually they live that life
Yeah,
there
no,
and,
yeah,
and
they
that and
don't.
they can
Yeah, yeah,
express it
yeah,
better than you can because you know did it. You not did it. No matter how you want to talk about salon soft and stay, bro, you're not there. A typical
yeah.
example again, remember TTO, if you can talk to some of man and day, we had a song, it's not the song in himself where we all dip on. Free Tone we come up.
I was
And
on that
then
song.
yes,
That
with
song that never got released, right?
what? No, it got
Was it
released.
released?
It's in
It
the
got
album,
released?
yeah. A Free Tone we
Oh
come out.
shit!
With Papa Minister, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Jay
yeah,
was the lead on that song. Very dope hip hop song. But at the same
yeah,
time, when we dropped that song, the Calibag
yeah.
had the side where I come out. But when you listen to those two songs, then the only difference there is One person in this
Mhm.
salon we paint that salon picture to the. That's why I blow because it leave it paints the picture as authentic as possible that you can think of. The video, the
Mhm.
everything, the imagery. We then also with the try will talk about the struggle in our salon. In as much as the
Yeah,
links to and dope, like if you look at it from a lyrical point of view, of course, this other song, the TTO song
it
is
was
dope
good.
too.
It was
You
dope.
know what I
Yeah, it was
mean?
dope. Lyrically,
But
yeah.
we're not able for the authenticity, we're not able to capture that image like Calibac did. You know what I mean? So and I feel like that the difference than it. So that difference that will always be there or in existence unless we embrace with life now. So which would go to now, yeah, in America and try to paint that picture there and then make that bridge and connection to how they affect situations in Obanda or how situations in Obanda they affect we. You know what I mean? Whether or not
Mhm.
that send money or anytime people they ask you, they big you for half 15 day or this, that,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
you
yeah.
have to paint those pictures. And I feel like we're not doing a good enough job painting them. And that's why we the struggle right now, honestly. So that's where artists they love wake. We got work to do.
Hey man, that was a dope speech. That was I love you just saying that make me sit down. You know what I'm saying? Even me on a personal note,
Yeah.
I don't kind of take this last few years them for rebrand my crafts. You know what I mean? Maybe they talk about rapping about something when we say like it is your story.
Mm.
That's something that I've been trying to. It's tough. It is a tough thing to do.
Yeah.
It's really, really, really tough to do. I've tried that. It's really, really tough to do. That's why I feel like saying, why don't we have a brand new style of rapping? These days, I resonate more with, you know, painful romance type songs.
Mm.
And I'm saying, but yeah, I agree with you. I 100% agree with you on what you say, and especially with the diaspora artists then for own up to then
Let's embrace like
disadvantage.
that. Yeah, we
Yeah,
identity.
embrace them and make
Embrace it.
something out of it,
Yeah.
especially when we get the opportunity for go back home once in a while. We see how things then day,
Yeah.
and we come back with that image. Day we come back home and we already they leave. We already get the constant image of what America looks like.
Yeah.
Like you said, the 9 to 5 jobs, then the waking up early morning for going to work. The
Yeah.
you wanted to step out, you have to think about who say you get for put babysitter. I'm saying the care fees. I'm saying hospital bills, all these little things, also electricity, all. And you're right, Sam, you're right.
Yeah. And mind you, not for Coach Ward. Caldinero, Ali Caldinero did that. There's a song, the
Yes.
very first song with Cal probably, well, I know what's not the first song we feature Super Large Band, but the first song we they released together. Because as we know now, people like it only work behind the scenes, but the first song we
Hmm.
released, it's called Place to Be. You can go on YouTube right now, search Place to Be Caldinero featuring Super Large. When you listen to that song, that's the blueprint of a diaspora rap artist song. Because they talk about Sierra Leone is the place to be, but they also mean they paint a picture from the life now oversee. And Super Large was talking about standing at the bus stop getting shot and things that kind of thing. But I mean, they talk about
Hmm.
how we they live oversea, but like it's not all rosy now oversea. So salon are the
Hmm.
place for be. That's the message we were trying to give. Like home is the place to be.
Hmm.
With life now, so in as much as it look all glory or rosy or whatever the
Yeah.
case might be, but it's not that. Like you can get shot, or you know what I mean. Like so, like that song, for me, that's the blueprint right there. If you and I'm just pointing out that cow song there in particular because it basically paints all this picture that I'm trying to say. They did it back then.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Okay.
They not skip this. It look like the point I'm trying to make is sort of one jump
They
that
didn't skip that process.
yeah, yeah, exactly. They not skip that process there. Before cow become known as cow no, so it paints that picture they force. You
So
know,
you use both. You use both
Yes.
the
But
experience back
initially
home
it
and
can. Even when you listen to YouTube Smack, I warn you, you not listen. These are classical songs and from in first album. They all paint
Yeah,
that
but
diaspora story. Yeah, you know what I mean? I can't buy for you, you and your family, clothes and this and that, but you treat me this kind of way, just becoming a JC. They painted that picture. You know what I mean? So now what they listen to, like, we all like man and just know and talk about it in the happen now, or how the connection they affect within the happen at salon or whatever. We just want it's you can look at artists now two ways. Either you go straight deep inside salon shit, like say they live there, understand past the salon people where they live there, or some man the way can just go straight gangster now. So or now since Afrobeat there, someone can just go straight Afro. That's all I'm hearing.
mhm.
But nobody know they actually tell the stories of our story as a diaspora people. And I think we have to go back to doing that. You know what I mean? Even Super Large and Ali Gap there, you can hear it. You know, we listen,
Yeah,
Super
shout out
Large.
Super
There
Large,
are
Super
lines
Large,
there.
shout out Super Large. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, there were lines here way when they talk about, you know what I mean, we say I drop fresh cuts and me salon bobo, you know what I mean? Like in it say me not just
See, what I say, they say, I would say, they like me Creole.
yeah, yeah, that was it. That was him embracing that identity,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. You have to break, bro. Come on, we have to do it. We're not doing it good enough, even if
We're not telling our stories anymore. We're
we're
trying to
not.
tell their
Yeah.
stories.
Those guys did, and I make them break. Even LJ, we listen Ali Money that bank, the very first one, you can tell say he's a foreign in the dashboard artist. It tell that story there. Go back, you
Mm.
can listen on, you know what I mean? So they did it. And there's a reason we make them two guys, and they as far as me concerned, the last people and LJ as far as me concerned, are the last person for break outside of the diaspora. We go break na salon.
I agree. I agree.
Anybody else don't
Uh,
try. Everybody else don't try. You know what I mean? The
and
Raheem is out
it's
there.
been 20 plus
OJ.
years now.
Yeah, they're all, you know what I mean? Again, they all don't try. Menace, they all don't try. I'm not, yeah, you know.
Shout out
Shout
to
out to
Manny.
them
Shout out
all.
to Manny. Shout out
But
to
like
Manny. Shout out to Cool J.
in terms of full dominance, like I would see like how Cal dominates and Ellie dominate, like we go talk about
It's not
actual.
gonna happen again. It's not gonna happen.
No, it
So
might happen. I don't want to say again. But the
no.
reality is that we need to go back to that blueprint say we then guy and they use. Then guy and they tell us to read it. From here.
there will be a break. I
From
know we
here.
say a breakthrough not gonna happen, guys. But
Yeah.
the way Carl and LA puts them, pause them now the industry, it's not gonna happen again.
Yeah,
Like we're not gonna
if
forget uh bipolar, what you may call it, artist type of system when be or two no more. It's because right now it's it's gonna be multipolar. A
yeah.
lot,
I
so
agree.
it's gonna be multipolar. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
Because
gonna
in
be
that
like
two
a
minute
bunch of
acts,
people then. Yeah,
yes, it's not
sporadically.
gonna for happen. Like yeah, Dan not gonna for happen again. It's
Yeah.
those two people they've done it, they did it. Then do them at the time when we say competition was next to nothing, and I be just the all two.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? So and yeah, right now competition is everywhere. All my
It's
guys access
all
to everything.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
especially with
Everything
the
has
events.
all two don't get done. You know what I'm saying? And they don't call swag now the industry. It don't call five mutka, they don't drive mutka there. You
Yeah,
don't call the fine, but the vibe, you don't call it together. You know what I'm saying? Cardi never don't call with the crazy lyrics thing. You know what I'm saying? But you know the crazy dudes then I'm saying
yeah.
it has been done. Now make low key, let me get a little controversial a little bit. That's why what they're doing right now, it don't become tiresome
Mm.
because they don't do it for 20 years.
Yeah, facts.
Like change strategy. When I change something, when I try
Do
something
something
new.
else. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Try something else. You know what I'm saying? We've seen it. Man like me, first of all, I'm a huge LA fan. I'm a huge Cardinal fan. Then I'm
yeah,
gonna put it out there, right? But my first hip hop song, when we say I listen to in a salon and I say this is a hip hop song that I like, and I actually go the extra mile for memorize that song, the lyrics, and Money in a Bank.
yeah,
I was in love with Money in a Bank, bro. Like I was crazy in love with it. I don't know any Cardinal song until when I came to the States. And I
mm.
mean, I think it was my cousin. Yes, true fact. My cousin, Combish. And I'm saying, shout out to Apex Lounge in Delaware. Shout out to Apex Lounge in Delaware. I was saying,
Mm.
my cousin, I make I begin to listen to Cardinal because he's a huge Black Leo fan.
Mm.
I'm not sure if he is now, but back then he was. And I mean, but yes, we'll wrap this up.
Yeah,
We'll
bro.
wrap this up. This conversation again for done.
I
It
know.
was almost about to be done. Then we'll go back to some crazy points then when we say you made some valid points then.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm gonna just wrap this up. Sam, thank you so much for showing up. Thank you so much for supporting. And definitely, we're gonna have to do a part two when we say this time around we're gonna sit and behind closed doors and you know work them out properly so they can meet. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
shoot,
bro.
kill. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
bro. No
But
problem, bro. I got you.
all right, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Thank you very much, man. One. All right.